Hi and welcome to this video. My name is Ida and today I will show you all of the equipment that I use for filming and recording these videos. I will also show you the software that I use for editing. It will be kind of an overview, so if you want to know anything else more detailed, then just ask me and I can make separate videos on that. So I'm going to film this video with my phone. And then I can show you my setup, so I thought that would be fun. Let's see, you're now getting my point of view from when I'm filming. I just finished filming a video, so everything is set up the way it was when I filmed. So this is my camera, and this camera is about to die because it gets really overheated when I am filming. Let's see if it's still filming here. Yay, it's still alive, but it's really hot to touch. It's kind of old and it doesn't really hold up that well when I'm filming, but it's very nice and pink. This is the Nikon One J2 camera, and it gives nice footage, I think. The picture quality is not bad at all, and I think I would recommend it if it wasn't for the whole overheating thing. And it stands on this here tripod that I don't know anything about. I went to the camera store and said, "Hey, can I have a tripod? I would like the cheapest one you have," and I got this one. So it works as it's supposed to, I guess, but I don't think it's a particularly good tripod. When it comes to audio, this is the mic that I use. It's a Rode, or Rode as I would like to say in Norwegian, Rode NT1A, and it looks like this, and I think it's really good for recording vocals. So that's why I wanted this one. I got it for Christmas from my parents last Christmas. And as you can see, this is plugged. Ooh, where does it go? This is plugged into this hand recorder here from Zoom. This is the Zoom H4n. And as you can see, this is lighting up where it says 1 because that's where the microphone is plugged in. And if I were to instead press this button, we are now recording directly into the recorder, and I think I will keep doing that because I'm going to move around a bit. The recorder is plugged directly into my MacBook, and as you can see, I am just recording everything in GarageBand. If I were to not use any of these audio equipment things, but just record the sound as well in the camera, then it would sound like this. And I don't think that sound quality is that nice, especially when I am recording music. That would kind of destroy some of the feeling of my covers. So I'm really happy that I have this sound equipment. If you are just starting out with recording, I would really recommend this Zoom recorder. I think it's really good. And before I got this vocal microphone, I just used this for recording when I did my covers as well, and I think it works really well. And all of the Zoom hand recorders are really good when it comes to sound quality for the size of this thing. Ooh. But what is special about this is that it also has these things. I don't remember what this is called in English. Plug-in things, so you can plug your instruments directly into this recorder and not only use this actual recording part of the hand recorder. So that's why I would recommend you getting this instead of one of the others that doesn't have these things here. I also got this for Christmas, I think 5 or 6 years ago, so this is one of my oldest and most favorite toys. And you can also use this for other instruments, not only the microphone. You can use it for your bass guitars or your electric guitars. And you can also use it for your synth things. I use this a lot, and then I just plug that one also into this as kind of an interface. You do need an interface to record from this kind of microphone or these instruments into GarageBand. if you're going to be like super pro, then you would have to maybe get like a proper interface mixer thing. But if you're not like super pro and you're not going to record a lot of instruments at the same time, then this really does the work. As you can see behind here, I also have some lighting. Ooh, it looks super light. So this lighting situation is really homemade. This is a work light that I got from like the Home Depot store, or I don't know what it's even called, Claes Olsson. And I got it when we were painting the walls in this apartment because we didn't have any proper ceiling lights. So you can get this kind of work light anywhere where they sell like paint and stuff. And this reflector thing is just, what is it called in English? Isopore. It's probably not called isopore. It's like a thing that I just taped some aluminum foil onto so that it would reflect the light and not make this light super harsh, as you can probably tell. So having this directly into your face when you're making videos would be a bit harsh, but having a reflector like this really helps soften that light up. And this is super easy to make because it's basically just aluminum foil, and it stands on this kind of stand for sheet music. So that's also like something that I just had at home. And I guess that's all of the equipment that I use when I make videos or when I record music. And it's not like super fancy equipment, but it's definitely enough to make a lot of things that is like decent quality, I would say. And I have been collecting these things over years, so getting it for Christmas and birthdays and stuff. As for software, I just use GarageBand, and that's a free tool on the MacBooks, and I also use iMovie for editing all of my videos. I will skip to when I'm editing this video later so you can see how I edit the sound and how I edit the video clips and how I put everything together. When I'm making my thumbnails, I'm using this software here. It's called Fire Alpaca, and this is also a free software that you can download, and I think it's really good for making graphics to put in iMovie and for making thumbnails as well. And I guess that's all of that things. So now we're just skipping ahead to me editing things. Okay, so now we have our audio in GarageBand. I turned up the volume a little because, as you can see, this is kind of silent. And then if I'm not singing but just talking, I don't really edit that much, but I like to put on just a little bit of compressor, and then sometimes I adjust the EQ a little. So I will usually do something like this, and yeah, half of the time I'm not even listening to the audio when I'm adjusting this, because I just do like the things that I normally do. But the microphone that I use, the röde mic, it does kind of need you to adjust the EQ a little bit like this, because it has a bit much of tremble and then not so much of these lower tones. So that's why I do that, and then we can listen to this sound and see how it sounds.
What is it called in English? Isopore. It's probably not called isopore.
Isopore.
It's like, so having this directly into your face when you're making videos would be a bit hard.
Yeah, the audio is not great, but I think it's good enough for the purpose of this video. So what I do is that I just share this to iTunes, and then I get an MP3 file that I can use in my iMovie project. And here we have the iMovie project of the same film that I'm currently recording. So this feels a bit strange and meta. But here are the clips that I filmed. So this is the clip from the camera, and this is the clip from my iPhone. Let's see. I'm just going to drag both of them into my timeline on iMovie. and iMovie is kind of slow for me, but still I like to use it. And I don't know if you can hear how loud my fan is working, so it's a bit of a struggle, but it's free, so I mean, I'm doing the best I can with it. So what I do is that I just drag the MP3 file into my iMovie project, and then I try to match the audio. So the blue is the audio from the camera and the green is the MP3 file, and I stretch it out just a little so that I can kind of half match this. You can see where like the tops are, and I try to match those. And then when it's like semi-matched, I will stretch this out as far as I can, and then I will try to make it a perfect match, and then I can listen to it to see if it's a match.
So when it comes to audio, this is the
Yeah, and that sounds good. If it's a bit off, then it will sound super metallic-y, like I'm a robot or something. So this is as good as it gets, and then I just stretch it kind of back to where it's comfortable to work, and then I will just drag down the sound of this one so that I can only hear the MP3 sound. And if it's too loud, I will just take it up a little.
When it comes to audio, this is the mic that I use.
So then I will just cut out all of the pieces that I don't need. And it varies how much I do with these videos in iMovie. Sometimes I will do more editing, sometimes less. But if it's talking videos, then I will normally take out all of the kind of uncomfortable breaks, at least. And maybe add some graphics that I will make in Fire Alpaca. I usually use that instead of these titles and stuff that you can get from the iMovie. If you would like me to do like a separate video on how I edit the actual video, like details in how I make my graphics and stuff like that, then I can do that in a separate video. But I think that this would be too long if I went into all of the details of that. But like the main point is that I sync the audio so that it fits with the video, and then I cut out all of the like pauses and breaks, and sometimes I add graphics and titles, and then I export it to MP4, and then I upload it to YouTube, and then you get to see it. And in this case I will also of course have to put in this screen recording and the voiceover and just have everything be seamless. I hope that it will be seamless, and I hope that you will like it. And just ask me if you have any questions or anything that you would like me to elaborate on. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, then give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more content like this and more music content where I play some of these instruments that you can see behind me. Ooh, very exciting. So yeah, remember to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye!